guys, Sri Lankan Sammy, retired with mom and dad. Thank you for joining me today. I am going to take you guys into a little bit of a sad part of Vietnam's history. We just had a great time, Lady Sarah. Today we went into local restaurants, trying different kinds of foods. It's incredible. But you know, the beaches, the food and everything pales in comparison to the history of this country and the revolution and the Vietnam War. So today I've come to a recreation of a prisoner of war camp that existed here during the Vietnam War and afterwards. This was not housing Americans or foreign prisoners. This was revolutionaries. So it was brothers fighting brothers. And I was in the main office building over there, and they there are some pretty graphic pictures. So I have heard about this place, so we're going to go inside here and take a look, and you can see the representation. You can see how many fences there are. There's an outer fence and then an inner fence. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4 fences, rows of barbed wire. There's no way you're climbing over that. Absolutely not. Unless you drive a truck through it. And even then, I doubt I'd have any idea. My driver said he really doesn't feel comfortable coming through here. He said he wanted to take me through, but he said it's just, it's too painful for him, because he is born here, he has been raised here, and he's lived here his whole life. And this is kind of like a black mark, he says, on his, what he feels is a beautiful country. He's a young guy, you know, he's in his late 20s. So this is, he grew up in the aftermath of this. For me, this is history. I was alive during this. So you can see they're showing the inner and the outer representation here. That's some serious stuff, let me tell you. And it is hot. So what we have here are representations of punishment. So the barbed wire was all around, so you couldn't touch the wire and you couldn't stretch out. You had to lie down. And then the hot box. And then we'll go in one of the bunkhouses. So we're actually at the site of one of the prisons. War is hell. I mean, I don't know how any human could survive something like this. But those men did. Not only here, but in all the wars that have occurred. Man, how many people were here? Just ridiculous. All right, let me take a look at the next one and we'll be right back. So a little update. This prison was built by the South Vietnamese government, which they call the American puppet government. I have to think back for a moment. The Western Allies lost the Vietnam War. The North Vietnamese won the war, the communist. So they call it the American puppet government. So the South Vietnamese captured the North Vietnamese and tortured them here. So there were 500 stockades and nearly 40,000, calling them revolutionary militants, so North Vietnamese. So in this room would be 70 to 120 people. So over 5 years, 4,000 prisoners were killed from 1967 to 1973. So, I mean, the point, I'm not picking sides. You know, this was something that happened in human history, and I can't change this history. I can't comment on history. I mean, I was alive during the Vietnam War. I do remember the fall of Saigon in the news. It was 1973, 1976. So just imagine 100 men sitting like this. So the point I'm trying to make is that this place is being built by the current North Vietnamese communist government. Is it propaganda? I don't know. I wasn't here in 1967. But, you know, I wasn't here. I'm not into politics all that much, but at the end of the day, the point of this place is to showcase the fact that, you know, these atrocities occurred. It's a fact that it occurred. There are people who survived those days, those times, and can attest to what happened. So it's a sad mark in human history that it had to happen. But from it, you know, we have such a beautiful place today. Same thing happened in Sri Lanka. You know, we have a bad history. Same thing happened in Canada. Same thing happened in the United States. How could humans do this? I have no idea. I'm going to assume these are the bathrooms from what it looks like. But anyway, this is something that I wanted to come. Lady Sarah didn't want to come to this. She's not too interested in it. This wouldn't interest her. I find this interesting because I'm curious about history, although this is not an education in history. This is, you know, this is propaganda, but I wanted to witness it. So one of the things I would never do, though, I would never go into those tunnels. I'm claustrophobic. Oh, it's hot. It is a hot day today, let me tell you. I'm dying. Gotta get into some shade. How could these guys live in this heat? I will never understand. There's gotta be, what is it? Temperatures of 32, but in here it's probably even more. So a lot of the posters and signs are talking about the heroism of the revolutionaries fighting against the democratic Western Alliance. This is a repair. This is not. This they're repairing. So there's a kitchen. Very interesting. You know, like, I don't get into politics. I don't really care. I mean, this is propaganda. It's put up by the current government. One thing I've learned is that the victors always write the history. Did it really happen like this? Probably. Is it exaggerated? Probably. Are there details left out? Probably. But bad things happen. Bad things happen in war. And it's a sad thing. But I think it's good to come and see this to understand the past. Something that I was alive when it occurred. You know, when I was living in Korea, I went to the Korean War Memorial and I learned about it, and I saw the evidence. I went to the DMZ, I went to the border, and I saw the things that I saw that I wasn't alive in the 50s, but I saw the history in front of my eyes. And that's why I want to come to see. There's only so much you can see on YouTube or videos or the History Channel or documentaries, but to actually come and touch it, I think is for me, is something important. Guys, thanks for coming along with me on this. We're gonna head over and meet up with Lady Sarah now, and we're gonna hang out by the beach. And tonight, casino night. We'll see you guys all on the other side. Hey guys, Sri Lankan Sammy, thanks for joining. I want to take a quick moment and talk to you about the channel. I really appreciate you taking the time to support the channel, clicking like, sharing, and commenting. But I need to ask you for a little bit of help and helping me get the channel up and running a little bit better. Please click the link down below if you want to support the channel and buy me a coconut. What I will do is I will match the dollars and I will go out and buy fresh fruit and vegetables from local farmers on the roadside. You guys have seen me do that before. I'll continue doing that by supporting the local economy. Passively, if you would like to, you can just watch a commercial. I am monetized, so if you watch an ad all the way through, a couple, that would really help the channel. And even more so, click the link of the ad and let it pop up on your computer. Leave it open for a few minutes. That would really help the channel passively. And one last thing, if you could please just put a comment, an emoji, one word saying hello, saying hi, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, Happy Vesak, Happy Poya, whatever it is, whenever it is, I truly appreciate it. Sri Lankan Sammy, loving you all. We'll see you all on the other side.